Zero. Zero of you clicked the number 10 when I asked you to tell me how familiar you are with cosmetology on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being, what even is cosmetology? And 10 being, I could be a licensed professional tomorrow. Therefore, I am here to tell you all about cosmetology. Nobody answered 10 on the scale, therefore none of you will become a licensed professional tomorrow. I'm going to tell you about the schooling required, the career field, the science behind many treatments, and how to know if it is a great fit for yourself. The factual statements in my speech are found online or from my basic knowledge. Cosmetology is significant every day in our lifetime, whether you realize it or not. Cosmetology has become more important and will continue to become a top priority in many people's lives, whether it be like getting your hair cut a few times either in a year or getting your hair color maintained every 8 to 12 weeks. In the article Hair Cosmetics, they quote, "The beauty industry has grown in the past decades and continues to grow, with salons opening all over the world competitively nearby. As you realize, you may see a salon open in Litchfield or one in the cities, and it is very likely to happen. Many people are choosing cosmetology because they're so passionate about it, and it's a great career if you're passionate about cosmetology." All about cosmetology. What is cosmetology? The definition of cosmetology from Google, I quote, "Cosmetology is the art and science beautifying the hair, nails, and skin. It is also the study and application of beauty treatments." Here are a few pictures of just what it looks like in a salon and a face treatment. Okay. You may be wondering, how long do cosmetologists go to school for? How much is it? Where are schools nearby? Cosmetologists usually to school for 1 to 2 years. It just depends on the school and how committed and focused you are and what cosmetologists want in their career. The Elite Beauty School quotes, "Each cosmetology school is slightly different in terms of its requirements, but the BLS indicates that most full-time programs take from 9 months or more. It is not like a college university that you see the typical 4 years and you go to a few classes each day. Cosmetology tends to look like a lot of hours put into this so that you can finish more likely to 9 months to a year. People do tend to finish within 2 months or 2 years to 3 years, depending how committed you are, whether you have the time to go to cosmetology school daily. The only requirements for cosmetology school is you have to be 16 years or older. You can even be 50 years and go to cosmetology school. It really does not depend on your education. You just have to have a high school diploma or equivalent. You may be wondering, how much is cosmetology school? Well, according to the American Association of Cosmetology Schools, the average tuition ranges from $6,500 to $10,000 yearly. Now you may be thinking, that is pretty cheap compared to a university that could be up to $50,000. Well, the actual amount depending is largely on the location of the college. Schools nearby. You may know of Aveda Arts and Science Institutes. That is around estimated to be $16,000 yearly. And you may hear of Model College in St. Cloud, Minnesota, which is estimated to be $13,000 yearly. It largely depends on the location, prestigious of the college, and what the education it can offer. Aveda is more high up on the scale just because of the professors there and what they can offer as education to the students. Now that you know a little bit more about cosmetology, hopefully, what makes a great cosmetologist? Well, there are a few very detrimental qualities that a great cosmetologist should have if they want to be a great cosmetologist. A few being stellar people skills, positive personality, passionate and determined, creative, and a good physical stamina. A few of those you may see, well, of course you need to be creative, of course you need to have a positive personality, but let's talk a little more in depth about these. Stellar people skills. You all have probably went into the salon based off of my survey, and you have possibly had a very outgoing stylist or a very negative, quiet stylist, and that may really affect your experience getting your hair, nails, or skin treatment. Now, it may seem very basic to have a positive stylist, but it can be very detrimental too, as including tips, coming back, and that's why that is very important. Passionate and determined. If you are not a passionate stylist, you will not have fun, you will not like your job, just like many other career paths. Creative. It is very important to have an out-of-the-box imagination to create new hairstylists for people, and new skin treatments and beauty treatments, and to think outside of the box. Good physical stamina. Now that means sort of like keeping in with the trends. If you do not know what the trends are or what people are liking for hairstylists, you may have a hard time helping people find a new hairstyle or haircut. Now let's talk about services that cosmetologists offer. A few of them being hair, skin, nails, makeup, treatments, waxing, and eyelashes. Haircut. This can seem very basic and you learn it the first thing in cosmetology school, but it is very important and significant to cosmetology school. Hair coloring. You will also learn this in cosmetology school, and you will not need to get a further certificate unless you want to go specifically into like blonding or brunette. Hair extensions. Most cosmetology programs will offer education to learn about hair extensions, but you can get further certified to offer more extension services. My visual aid for the speech is actually my hair extensions. If you did not know, I have hair extensions and I have tape-ins, so you can kind of see them here. So those usually take about 3 hours to install if you get them colored. The installation process can take from 45 minutes to an hour just to have them installed, but if you want to color your hair, it can take up to 3. Now in this picture you can see her hair is very thin, dull, and damaged, and now it looks very healthy. Some people will use this just to gain length to their hair, or if they want to color that they cannot use because of their damaged hair. This right here is hand-sewn, tied, beaded hair extensions, which is a smaller and more precise application than tape-ins. Eyelash extensions. To be certified in eyelash extensions, you will have to get a specific licensing from your state to complete these so you can do them on people. Treatments. They have many treatments like Olaplex, you probably have heard of, a Malibu treatment, and keratin treatment. You will learn these in cosmetology school and will not need a further education for treatments. Waxing. No matter where you are, you will need to get a waxing license, and this usually happens in the salons where you offer waxing. Makeup services. You will need an esthetician license or a cosmetology license. Nails. You will need to become a nail technician, go into the program there, and become licensed and pass the exam. All in all, cosmetology is significant every day in our lifetime, no matter who you are. You will look at your hair daily in the mirror, you will get your hair cut daily, not daily, probably monthly, and you will usually get it maintained. Thank you for listening to my speech.